Hi class, I want to give you an overview of week 3 assignment 2. This, like your week 1 assignment 3, it's going to be another quarterly P&L income statement, basically revenue minus expenses. In this scenario, the majority of the work is going to be in the cost of goods sold section. So we're given information about April, May, and June, and we're basically going to be tasked with finding the cost of goods sold. So go ahead and open up this file, and I've done that here. So this is what comes up, and again, what I'm going to do is, let me do this really quickly. Bring the assignment over from my page here, so we can actually walk through it together. So bring this over. So I just want to be able to see everything on one page. So here's the information, so we don't have to flip back and forth. April gross sales 333,687. April returns and allowances, they give you actual percent. We have to find a dollar figure and the markup. So we'll go through this example. What we're going to do is basically this number is going to be the sum of, let me move this over a little bit. This number is going to be the sum of these numbers for each respective month. So what's going to go here, you do your gross sales figure here, you minus returns, will give you net sales. Net sales, in this figure we're going to have a calculation, is going to be this figure times the difference between 100% minus 58.5. So let's go ahead and walk through. So our gross sales is going to be 353,687, and our returns, let's go ahead and just say it's going to be times 3.6%. That's going to give us 1277.32. In order for us to get our net sales, we'll have to subtract that. So our net sales, let's move this over, is 340,954,268. Where am I getting this number? So this minus that. So basically, this figure here is going to be, basically, it's going to include this number, and this number. And how we do that is this plus this plus this. So right now this is only 1 month as far as the P&L. So let's go back to the problem. 340,954, 268. Let me take out a decimal point over there. 27. So that's my net sales figure. My net sales figure is going to be actually the cost of goods sold I can get from this net sales is we'll do G15 times 100% minus what's in the problem over here, the markup, 58.5. And that's going to come out to 141,496.02. That populates in here so far, but again, that's only 1 month. Again, this net profit is going to self-populate, gross margin is going to self-populate. Let's go ahead to May. What's May's gross sales figure? May's gross sales figure is 184,059. Where's the returns? 12,000. Notice this is going to change because I put a formula in there. That's going to add up all those so far. See, I'll have to subtract this from this, and see how I'm getting these calculations. If you don't want to do it that way, show me some way of how you're getting these calculations. I mean, I don't even care if you handwrite it in and scan it, as long as I have something, you can give something to substantiate that you're showing your work. So we're going to do the same thing here. So 172. We're going to multiply that by 100%. What do we get? What do we have in the problem? May is 40.7%. So 40.7%. Don't forget the percent symbol. And I get 102,030.99. So try that with June. June is basically the same thing. Your check figure here should be 98,450.10. Your total COGS, cost of goods sold, should be 341,977.11. These figures, and even it says in the problem, operating expenses remain the same. So it's going to be the same as we had in the last problem. I think that was 81,800. So put that from the last problem. That's basically if I copied everything else from my prior spreadsheet. However, obviously that net profit is going to be different because I didn't finish over here. So that's how I want you to attack that problem. And you're going to do the same thing down here. This is basically for, we just did number one. We're going to have to do some explanations. Which month the spring skeletal statement attained the highest MU percentage. So again, we're talking about spring. So that answers that question. So you can look at these figures. Compare CRA, customer returns and allowances, percentage for June versus April. What can cause a difference between the two? Again, so you're going to have to put a narrative here somewhere, or I would do a Word document and look at the rubric. If the rubric is asking for MLA format, certainly use a Word doc or something to show that you're actually doing that MLA. So I can't really assign points if you don't do that. And again, I want you to earn as many as you can. So number 4, we're going to suggest, assume that if there's going to be a 5.5 decrease in operating expenses and an 8.6 increase in net sales. Basically for net sales, you can take this figure, or okay, you can take this figure here, which is what is this, C12, and times it by 1.086. 1.086 saves a step. You can times that by 0.086, then take that number and take the C12 number, this, and subtract that. It just saves a step. So I think this is actually already done for you in the template. You can do the same thing with returns, the same thing with the net sales. Click on it and it tells you what it's actually taking away. Or actually 557 is basically your gross sales minus your returns. Again, we have to find cost of goods sold. This was given to you in the problem, and what this is doing is taking the original cost of goods sold, this right here, and timesing that by 1.086. Same thing with the returns up there, or you could we could just take this number, the 340,954, and times that by 1.086. That's probably the safest way. So what we're going to do here is basically the same thing as we did above. You're going to take this number, multiply it by 100% minus 58.5%. This number was already done for you, so it looks like whoever made the class had wanted to make this a little bit easier, which I totally agree. I mean, these calculations could be cumbersome, but as you can see, the goal here is to make cost of goods sold. So again, we're going to take this number, and we basically got this number from the original 172 and multiplied it by 1.086. Again, here we're going to take that number, multiply it by 100% minus 40.7%, and basically do the same thing here. This figure right here, your check figure, is going to be 158,395 and 27 cents. You're going to take that, multiply it by 100% minus 32.5%, and we get 32.5% from here, the COGS percentage. So check figure for this cost of goods sold should be 341,387.14. Total expenses, basically check figure should be 77,301, and again, that's just going to be a 5.5% reduction from what was originally reported up here, which I don't have right here, but I think it was 81,800. But check from your prior balance sheet and copy that information over in this section. This should all be the same. And that's how we tackle that. So let me know if you have any questions. Play the video back a couple times. I will send it out through email. Post it a couple times in class, and just make sure you watch this video. It's going to help out tremendously. And of course, let me know if you have any questions. Take care.